First things first, though, golf news, though. So, as you can appreciate, we're obviously into March now. Weather, it's warming up. It's still a little bit wet. So there have been some competitions, not too many, as you can appreciate. Cornwall Junior Spring Meeting, though, that took place at Bude and North Cornwall. The winner, Harry Druitt from Falmouth Golf Club with a net 70. The best gross score was a level par gross 71 from Jack Kevin from West Cornwall. So well done to him. Bedfordshire Junior Golf Tour, they had an event at Pavenham Park. The winner there was a home club member, Ali Anderson, 40 points. He had 2 net eagles and 7 net birdies on his scorecard. So not bad going for him. So well done to him. Now, this is not on the golf course, but it does take place in the last few days or so. Perth and Kinross had their sports awards for last year, and the Young Sports Personality of the Year was won by golfer Blair Gowrie golfer Connor Graham. Now, last year he had a fantastic year. Last year, there he is, winning his award. Last year he won the Stephen Gallagher Gold Foundation Boys event at Fairmont St Andrews in September. Then in November he won the Junior European Open over in Spain. So had a really good there. There he is with our friend there, Nick Doherty from Sky Sports.
Oh yeah.
And as well as that, he played in the semi-finals of the Scottish Men's Amateur Championship. Now, just to give you an idea about how difficult it is to do well in that competition, only 5 juniors actually made it through to the knockout stages, and he made it through right the way through to the semi-finals. So well done. Only 16 years old, so that's one to look out for. Just a quick mention as well of some of the other golf awards which were given away on that. Team of the Year, Perth and Kinross Counties Ladies Team, they were nominated. Club of the Year, Strathmore Golf Club, they were also nominated as well. They actually did win another award, the Scottish Golf Tourism Awards. They won the best course between the 31 and 60 pounds category. Volunteer of the Year as well, Maureen Lumbey from King James VI Golf Club was nominated as well there. Just to give you an idea, I mean, it's Perth and Kinross, so it's a regional award, but just to give you the kind of standard of the awards that were given out there, the Sports Personality of the Year was won by Laura Muir, the athlete who got a silver in the Olympics. And the person who didn't win was also nominated was Eve Muirhead, who won a gold in the Winter Olympics. So that's the kind of standard you're talking about there. So well done there to Connor for winning that award. Now, back on the golf course, another big event coming up in June this year. It's the Curtis Cup, which is coming up. So Great Britain and Ireland against America. The squad has been announced. So 12 players have been announced for the squad. There it is there. So as you can see, the 12 players there. Of those ones who are still juniors, if you like, Beth Coulter from Ireland, Lottie Woad and Hannah Darling from Scotland. So 3 there. Now I say they're juniors. Shall I read out what the ages are of the players who are playing, who are part of that 12? So
I'll tell you something, Steve. You should never reveal the age of a female, but go ahead and do it anyway. Be it on your head.
Of my head. Okay. Well, I won't say the names of the people then. I'll just say that. But 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, and 22. Whoever said golf was an old man sport, rubbish. How about that for players there then?
Well, what a great, sorry, let's just show it again, because what a great day that is to show, because it is International Women's Day today as well, isn't it? So,
yeah, absolutely. So
Very,
perfect.
very apt to be showing that.
Yeah.
And apology, I think it's a bit fuzzy, but that's from the RNA's Facebook page. So the RNA.
So we'll blame them for the fuzziness.
Blame them for that.
So just to give you an idea about how the selection works, then the top 2 players in the World Amateur Rankings on April 21st will be automatically selected, and then 5 days later, the captain Elaine Radcliffe will pick her 6 picks. So there'll be 8 players who will go through to that squad there. Also announced today, it's only today that this was announced, the old course at La Zagaleta, might you just about get that right, in Malaga in Spain. They've been announced as the host for the Ping Junior Solheim Cup team. The Junior Solheim Cup, rather. That's next year. So September the 18th and 19th next year. That will be the prelude to the actual Solheim Cup next year. Now, I had a look at players who played in the Junior Solheim Cup. Now, if I told you the 12 players who played in the actual Solheim Cup last year who beat America quite convincingly, so 12 players, have a guess how many of those have played at some stage in the Junior Solheim Cup?
Well, I'm guessing it's a big number, hence the reason you've brought it up. So I'm going to go bold. I'm 9.
9. This man knows his golf. 9 of the 12. So 3/4 of the team who beat America last year have played at some stage. Yeah, you've done your research. Nothing gets past you. So the likes of Georgia Hall, Celine Boutier, Melissa Reed, Charlie Hull, Leona Maguire, Anna Norquist, so some top players who've come through that and played in that event. So that kind of like says everything really about the kind of standard which you're going to see next year in that kind of competition. Spanish Amateur Championship, that's took place last week. Men's Amateur Championship. So the ones I'll mention here are the juniors. Harley Smith finished 11th, Josh Hill 19th, Jack Bigham 38th. So they all made it through to the knockout stages of that competition. I think they both got knocked out. I think they all got knocked out in the second round. But full England international John Goff won the title. And he's been playing this week in the Sunningdale foursomes. And I've got a feeling someone else has been there this week and might have some news about what's going on there.
I was there today, actually. I was at Sunningdale foursomes today. And funny, you mentioned Lottie. I caught up with Lottie and her dad and her playing partner, Rachel Gawley, today. They won. They're through to tomorrow. John Goff as well. He won. Now, John Goff as well, you may remember that name, by the way. If you don't already know it, I'm sure you probably already do. John Goff. He's the 2021 English amateur champion. We were there at Moortown for that, and on Sunday or Saturday, whenever it was, he won the Spanish International Amateur Championship as well, and he won today at Sunningdale too. So yes, that man is on a roll, and who knows if he makes it through to Friday. If he makes it through to Friday, you can watch it live. There you go. You can watch the Sunningdale foursomes semi-finals and final live this Friday with us at Live Golf, now formerly Content Live Golf, of course. So there is a link in the body of this broadcast to a YouTube channel. If you're not watching on YouTube, make sure you click it, hit subscribe. You can watch the Sunningdale foursomes semi-finals and final live. Every single shot live on our YouTube channel. So make sure you do go check it out. And I've got to say, Lottie and Rachel, they were very confident. They looked it today. They came through 6 and 5. I think they won. So, by a decent margin. And who knows, it could be Rachel and Lottie in that final, or just at least making it through to the semis on Friday. Who knows?
Absolutely. Some quality players playing in that as well. Professionals, amateurs, juniors, as we just mentioned there as well. So well worth watching that. So same with junior then, just some competitions coming up. Robert Rock Junior Golf Tour, they've got their first competition in the UK this year at Formby Ladies Golf Club on Sunday. Over 100 juniors have put their name down for that event. Wow. US Kids South Wales Junior Tour, once again, first event on Sunday. That's at Swansea Bay. Next week, it's the South of England Youth Championships. This is for the Bernard Darwin Salva. It takes place at Rye Golf Club. March the 15th and 16th. That's played over 72 holes. They played 36 holes on both days. So fingers crossed there's some decent weather for them, because that could be a long 2 days playing that. Previous winners of that include Tyrrell Hatton in 2011. So obviously some big names to follow there. Now this is a story which has just broke today, which I think is great that this has happened. It's the fact that the Stephen Gallagher Foundation, the Paul Laurie Foundation, and the Barry Douglas Foundation, all three massive foundations up in Scotland, they've all gone together and they're organising like a mini Order of Merit to qualify for the grand final, which is going to take place at the Macri Links on September the 24th and 25th. The 4 events which are qualifiers: Dundonald Links, Strathmore, which we mentioned earlier, which won awards, Newmaker, and Cardrona. Those events will take place in May and June. The Fowler Series, which is obviously very close to our hearts, will be covering these events this year. Entries are now open now for the England South, the 2 events there. Scotland, Ireland, Midlands, and England North as well. I'm sure the Wales event as well will be open fairly soon as well. The Ireland competition, they've actually now confirmed the date for that. That's July the 4th and July the 6th at Lutterstown Castle over on the other side of the Irish Sea. And staying in Ireland, the Irish Junior Open Tour, we mentioned in the last podcast with the news, there's a couple of events for the Darren Clark Trophy at Royal Tara and Knightsbrook. They were cancelled because of the weather. They've been rearranged. The dates for those are July the 18th and July the 19th. And just to mention as well, because the next podcast that we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks' time, on March the 23rd, we're going to be covering Irish golf. And Michael Gallagher, who's the organiser of the Irish Junior Open Tour, he will be on the podcast in a couple of weeks' time. So that's going to be really fascinating. My favourite country to play golf is Ireland. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm sure it'll be fascinating to find out what's happening on the other side of the Irish Sea as far as junior golf is concerned. That wraps up the news.